Ohio government actions on January 5, 2026, were limited based on available records, with the primary documented activity consisting of administrative enforcement by the Supreme Court of Ohio, involving attorney suspensions and reinstatements for registration noncompliance. No major legislative activities, public events, or other enforcement actions by state agencies were reported specifically for that date. 3. The Supreme Court of Ohio issued administrative actions on January 5, 2026, documented as 2026 Ohio 9, suspending multiple attorneys from practice for failing to comply with GovBar VI 10 registration requirements. 3. These suspensions stemmed from prior notices, with affected attorneys including Donald L. Crane, Butler County, Reg. No. 26001, suspended 11/03/2025, Shari Cantor George, Franklin County, Reg. Number 72717, suspended 11/03/2025, and others such as those in Montgomery, Franklin, Erie, Cuyahoga, and Summit counties, plus out-of-state attorney Leanne Ebbett Murphy, Florida, Reg. Number 0100788. 3. Several attorneys who had been suspended on 11/03/2025 or 12/16/2025 applied for reinstatement, complied with GovBar VI 2, paid fees and were reinstated, including Crane 12/03/2025, George 12/03/2025, Adam J. Hubble, Franklin 12/16/2025, John David Pincura III, Erie 12/16/2025, Mallory Margaret Ben-Adam, Franklin 12/16/2025, Guillermo Andres Gasque, Franklin 12/16/2025, and Donald Scott Plum, Summit 12/16/2025. 3. This action was handled by the Supreme Court of Ohio's Attorney Registration Office, enforcing professional conduct rules without involvement of named officials beyond the court's administrative body. 3. No other Ohio government actions, such as executive orders, legislative sessions, agency enforcement, e.g., by the Division of Cannabis Control or Department of Education, or public events involving officials like Governor DeWine, were recorded specifically for January 5, 2026. 123. For context, several laws signed by Governor DeWine took effect earlier in January 2026, e.g., by January 1, including minimum wage increases to $11.00 hour for non-tipped workers and $5.50 hour base for tipped, tied to inflation per constitutional amendment. Public school cell phone bans during instructional hours. Senate Bill 56 restructuring cannabis hemp regulations, banning unregulated intoxicating hemp like THC beverages outside licensed dispensaries. With school buffers and dispensary caps, property tax reforms capping inflation-driven increases and requiring votes for hikes, and voting changes via Senate Bill 293, eliminating the 4-day absentee ballot grace period. 1-2. Additional bills effective in 2026 include House Bill 57, mandating overdose prevention drugs in schools, House Bill 29, requiring feminine hygiene products in correctional facilities for female inmates, and House Bill 144, Keith's Law, creating a database for first responders aiding people with communications. These were not actions on January 5, but provide recent legislative context from Governor DeWine's signing of 14 bills for 2026 implementation. 2. Records indicate no reported legislative activities, e.g., Ohio General Assembly sessions or bill passages, enforcement actions by agencies like the Department of Commerce or Health, or public events, e.g., announcements or ceremonies on that exact date. 123. Searches yielded no further details on state-level actions for January 5, 2026.